students, in our last video we discussed about unit number 2 and learned the argument that started between Swami and his father, which made Swami to have the challenge of sleeping in the office room, which was given by his father. Swami tried to escape from his father by playing many tricks that he knew. He told about the purchase of brand new bat and balls. He told about the admission of elders in his cricket club. But father understood his tricks. He didn't let Swami to speak further. He came to the same topic of making Swami sleeping in the office room. Swami completely failed in his beginning tricks to run away from his father's order. He understood clearly that the father's words had become totally commands. So these are the points that we discussed in unit number 1 in our last video. Now let us continue the story, a hero, with the discussion of unit number 2. So today I am covering this video for only unit number 2. So this video only is connected with the matters of the subjects related to unit number 2. So in this unit number 2, so we can learn many topics, which are tricks played by Swami to escape from his father, response of Swami's father to the tricks played by Swami. Now we shall start learning second unit with the point tricks played by Swami to escape from his father. Again, we should have the meanings of difficult words without which we cannot understand the part of the lesson correctly. Let me start with the first word, gloomily. That is adverb, which means feeling in a way that things will not approve. Gaze, to look at something or someone for a long time. Sternly, that is adverb, which means seriously and strictly. Tiptoe, verb, that means walked quietly on the tips of his toes. Remark, that is verb here, which means to give a spoken statement of an opinion or thought. Sleepy, that's an adjective here, which means tired and wanting to sleep. Wild, which is an adjective that means uncontrolled, violent, or extreme gesticulations. That means to make movements with hands and arms. The noun meaning of the word gesticulation is act of making movements with hands and arms. Blanket, that's noun here, which means a flat cover made of wool or similar warm material, usually used on a bed. Now we shall have the loud reading of the paragraph number 6. Let me read the paragraph aloud. Swami's father sat gloomily gazing at the newspaper on his lap. Swami rose silently and tiptoed to his bed in the passage. Granny was sitting up in her bed and remarked, "Boy, are you already feeling sleepy? Don't you want to hear a story?" Swami made wild gesticulations to silence his granny, but the good lady saw nothing. So Swami threw himself on his bed and pulled the blanket over his face. That is the end of sixth paragraph. Now let us understand the paragraph and its meaning with the heading called explanation. Swami's father sat gloomily gazing at the newspaper on his lap. Swami's father kept the newspaper on his lap and continued to read it very seriously. Swami rose silently and tiptoed to his bed in the passage. Swami silently stood up and tiptoed to his bed in the passage. His granny was sitting up in her bed. She asked him whether he was already feeling sleepy. She also asked him if he didn't want to hear a story. Swami made wild gesticulations to silence his granny, but she couldn't understand anything. Swami threw himself on his bed and pulled the blanket over his face. So we shall take up the next paragraph. Before Going to next paragraph, let us have the meanings of difficult words. Lean, which is verb here, to cause, to or cause to slope in one direction or to move the top part of the body in a particular direction. Whisper, that's a verb here, that means to speak very quietly using the breath but not the voice, so that only the person close to you can hear. Perhaps that's an adverb here, which means used to show that something is possible or that you are not certain about something. Curl, which is verb here, to make something into a shape of curl or to grow or change into this shape. Snore, that's a verb here, which means to breathe in a noisy way. Now let us have the loud reading of paragraph number 7. Let me read it aloud. Granny said, "Don't cover your face. Are you really very sleepy?" Swami leaned over and whispered, "Please, please, shut up, Granny. Don't talk to me, and don't let anyone call me, even if the house is on fire. If I don't sleep at once, perhaps I shall die." He turned over and curled and snored under the blanket till he found his blanket pulled away. Now let us understand this paragraph. Granny asked Swami not to cover his face. She asked him whether he was really very sleepy. Swami leaned over and requested her to be silent. He asked her not to talk to him and let anyone him even if the house was on fire. He also asked Granny not to talk to her, not to talk to him, and not to let anyone to come to him, even if the house was on fire. He told her that he would perhaps die if he didn't sleep at once. He also told her that he would perhaps die if he didn't sleep suddenly. He turned over and curled. He just bent his body like a sleeping person. He snored and under the blanket till he found his blanket pulled away. He snored like a sleeping person under the blanket, even though he was not sleeping, till he found his blanket pulled away. Till somebody came and pulled his blanket. He continued to sleep and snore like a sleeping person. Next point that we are supposed to study here is response of Swami's father to the tricks played by Swami. Let's have the difficult words which we come across in this paragraph. Presently, which means now, at the present time. Apparition, that's noun here, which means ghost. Stir, that's verb here, that means to cause something to move slightly. Groan, that's verb here, to make a deep long sound showing great pain or unhappiness. Plead, which is verb here, that means to make an urgent emotional statement or request for something. Let me read 8th paragraph aloud. Presently his father came and stood over him. The person who pulled his blanket over was none other than his father. So Swami, get up, he said. He looked like an apparition in the semi-darkness of the passage, which was lit by a cone of light from the hall. Swami stirred and groaned, as if in sleep. Father said, "Get up, Swami." Granny pleaded, "Why do you disturb him?" Now let us understand this paragraph with an explanation. Presently his father came and stood over him. He asked Swami to get up immediately. There was a cone of light from the hall in the passage. His father looked like a ghost in the semi-darkness of the passage. Swami stirred and groaned like a sleeping person. Father again asked Swami to get up. Granny pleaded. She requested Swami's father not to disturb him. Let us continue with the discussion on unit number 3 with a new paragraph. Let's have difficult words and their meanings. First word is hesitate, which is verb here. That means to pause before you do or say something, often because you are uncertain or nervous about it. Appeal, verb. That means request. Scorpions, small creatures of the spider family with a poisonous sting. Sling, that is present tense form. Past tense form is slunk. That's verb here, which means to move somewhere quietly and secretly. Afraid, which is an adjective here, that means feeling fear or feeling worry about the possible results of a particular situation. Cultivate, that's verb here, to try to develop and improve something. That's the meaning of the word cultivate. Laughing stock, that's noun here, which means an object of ridicule. With these difficult words and their meanings, let us read the paragraph number 9 aloud. Get up, Swami, said father for the third time, and Swami got up. Father rolled up his pet and took it under his arm and said, come with me. Swami looked at Granny, hesitated for a moment, and followed his father into the office room. On the way, he threw a look of appeal at his mother, and she said, why do you take him to the office room? He can sleep in the hall, I think. I don't think so, father said, and Swami slunk behind him with bowed head. Let me sleep in the hall, father, Swami pleaded. Your office room is very dusty, and there may be scorpions behind your law books. There are no scorpions, little fellow. Sleep on the bench if you like. Can I have a lamp burning in the room? No, you must learn not to be afraid of darkness. It's only a question of habit. You must cultivate good habits. Will you at least leave the door open? All right, but promise you won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at night. If you do it, I'll make you a laughing stock of your school. With this, the paragraph ends. Now let's have the explanation of this paragraph. Fathers asked Swami to get up for the third time, and Swami got up. Father asked Swami to get up for the third time, and Swami just got up. Swami rolled up his pet and took it under his arm and asked Swami to come with him. He asked Swami to follow him. Swami looked at the granny and hesitated for a moment. He followed his father into the office room. He looked at the granny. Swami looked at the granny and requested granny to save him his father through his eyes only. On the way, he looked at his mother with the appealing eyes. He requested through his eyes to his mother to save him from the danger of his father. She asked Swami's father why he took him to the office room, why he was taking him to the office room. She told her husband to let Swami sleep in the hall. Father said that he didn't think so. Swami moved behind him very quietly with bowed head. Swami pleaded his father to let him sleep in the hall. He told his father about the dust and the presence of scorpions behind the law books in the office room. Father called him a little fellow. Father called Swami a little fellow and told about the absence of scorpions in his office room. He permitted Swami to sleep on the bench. Swami begged the father to let him have a lamp burning in the room. Swami requested his father to allow him to have a burning lamp in the room. Father denied Swami's request and told him to learn not to be afraid of darkness. Swami's father wanted Swami to have courage to sleep in the office room without having any burning lamp with him. Father asked him to develop good habits. Swami asked his father at least to leave the door open. That was the last request done by Swami, to allow him to leave the door open. Father accepted son's request. He asked him to promise him of not rolling his bed up and going to his granny's side at night. I hope you have enjoyed this video. So this is the end of unit number 2. If you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like and share my video. Give your comments, feedbacks in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video.